involves research on the relationship between predatory snake prevalence and the acuity of human vision. You remember that? Okay, that's good. So to me, what the image on the right looks like is, first of all, it's like the ancestral home of human beings for tens of millions of years, or our ancestors. And so that's the tree with the snake. It's like the primary human environment maybe 60 million years ago. It's not human at that level, but it's part of our evolutionary heritage. And it's also part of why we have a sense, especially that large trees are sort of sacred. That's one of the senses that drives environmentalism, for example, because environmentalists are often very interested in protecting old-growth forests, which is actually kind of weird, because old-growth forests are ready to burn down, and they're also kind of biologically dead. There's no light can get to the bottom, and nothing grows down there, so they're just trees, and they're almost dead trees. And so, you know, from the perspective of biological diversity, they're not really that fruitful in the environment. But human beings still have some real kinship with those gigantic trees, and we feel that there's something, you know, natural and sacred about them. So, superimposed on that is, I think, something like the next stage of human evolution. And so, you know, these representations were made by people who were trying to represent sort of the ultimate reality of mankind. And so superimposed on the tree is a mountain. And a mountain is a nice representation of a pyramid, and a pyramid is a nice representation of a dominance hierarchy. Of course, I already mentioned to you that human beings live in dominance hierarchies and that they're a very permanent part of our environment, being at least 300 million years old, and possibly older than that. So when the human imagination is trying to conceptualize what constitutes ultimate reality, that's a reality that's often beyond what you can merely see, because the things you see that are directly in front of you are not necessarily the most real things, in that many of the things that you see are transforming fairly rapidly. They're not permanent in any real sense.